Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be explaining part of chapter 4, if-else statements explained. So first, before we can move on to if-else statements, we have to first know what a Boolean expression or a condition is. So it's written using one or more, these are called relational operators, which are equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. So first you have to keep in mind that equal, just one equal is for assignment, assigning a variable to a certain value. Equal equal is for comparison. And an important note for your exam, if you're writing written, make sure if you write greater than or equal to, you write it like this and not like this. This will be wrong in the exam. Same thing with less than or equal to. You have to write it like this and not like this because this will be wrong in the exam since it's not part of the Java syntax, obviously. So, using Boolean operators, which are also called logical operators, you can combine two or more Boolean expressions into a single expression. These Boolean operators are AND, which is represented by two AND signs, OR, which is represented by two vertical lines, and NOT, which is represented by a exclamation mark. So, the way AND works is it only returns true if both are true. So A and B is only true if both A and B are true. A or B is true if at least one is true. So A is true, this will be true. B is true, this will be true. And if both are true, obviously A or B will be true. And not A just switches the value. So if A is true, not A returns false. And if A is false, not A returns true. Just like arithmetic operators, Boolean operators also have an order of evaluation. So first you evaluate not, and then you evaluate and then you evaluate or. Keep this in mind when you're solving questions related to Boolean expressions, or else you will end up making a mistake. So, knowing that, we can move on to if statements. So, if, and then in parenthesis you have a condition which can be one Boolean expression or multiple, which combined with logical operators. If this condition is true, then the code inside the curly brackets is executed. If it's not true, nothing happens. This is just ignored. For if-else statements, if you add an else statement, it's the same thing. If the condition is true, then this code is executed. But if it's false, instead of nothing happening, the code in the else statement will be executed instead. But if this condition is true, then the else statement is just ignored and this code is executed and that's it. And you also have an else if statement. So if you want to check for two specific conditions, two or more, you can use if and else if. For example, you have condition 1 and condition true. If condition 1, and you have a code. So if condition 1 is true, this code is going to be executed and the rest is going to be ignored. But if condition 1 is false, then you check for condition 2. If condition 2 is true, then this code will be executed. If you have an else statement and both conditions are false, then the code inside the else statement will be executed. But if you don't have an else statement and both conditions are false, then nothing happens. You can also nest if statements, but in my opinion, this is just a waste of time and just overly complicating things. Using else if is just a lot neater in my opinion and a lot easier to understand. Okay, thank you.